Hey there, real estate agents. If your business is struggling a little bit right now, it's time to take a long, hard look at the people you're hanging out with. Are they feeding you or are they stealing from you? Who are your friends? Who are your family? Who are your teachers and instructors that you're listening to? Are they helping or hurting? We're going to deep dive into that today and hopefully give you some insight on what to do. Hey guys, it's Rebecca Yusan with My Real Estate Agent Lifestyle, eXp Realty, and Think Future Real Estate. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every time I post an AI for Real Estate Agent video. Did you know if you partner with me at eXp Realty, choose me as your sponsor, you will get my setup for AI lead gen on autopilot for free. In fact, you'll get all of my AI coaching absolutely free. Back to the good, the bad, the ugly of real estate. We are season 4, episode 4, and we're trucking right along. If you've been following me, you know that I am going to be recording a podcast every day for the next 365 days. Because Russell Brunson, who is a king of marketing, he told me to do it. He's a bajillionaire. And when a bajillionaire says to do something and it speaks to you, you do it. So here I am. We're going for it. 361 days left. And I'm pretty excited. It's been fun so far. So today, I want to talk about where you are in your business. And I'm talking about growing. Okay, where do I start? How do I start with this? So I'll start with my story. So I've been in learning mode this whole year. It is August 31st, 2023. And this entire year I've been in class, right? Sort of the last 2 years, I've been learning a lot of new things, but I feel like this year I have been a student of this business and my next journey, right? My coaching journey. So I've spent a lot of time, a lot of money, and I'm following people that are way further along than I am, way more successful. They've made stupid amounts of money. Okay. I have to change that word. They have made amazing amounts of money, and I'm following them, and I'm doing everything I can to do what they're doing, not necessarily be who they are, but I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm trying to make what they're doing mine, my pizzazz, my style, my brand, right? I'm just really trying to follow the path, right? It's so easy to say, okay, I like that, but I don't like that, and I would never do that. And you have to stop doing that. If someone successful is doing it and you like what they're doing, just follow it, rip off and duplicate it. Make it yours, but just do what they're doing. Okay. And as you grow, it'll become more and more you. But the point of that is, so as I grow in coaching and this podcast and all of the things that I'm doing to be influential, I want all the bells and whistles, right? Yesterday on my 3-day class, we were trained by a gentleman. He's awesome. And he had the best background. He had a stand-up desk with a cool microphone setup, and his background was just super cool. It was black, and he had pictures in the background, and he had the neon lights, and it was cool. And I am so jealous. I want that, right? I want a cool background. Right now, here's my background, which looks silly. If you're watching this on YouTube, it looks like an old lady background. I like it when I'm looking at it from the front, but on video, it just looks like some old lady lives here, but it's me. I am getting to be an old lady, but I'm young and fun. So I want to change my background. But to get what I would want will cost probably a lot of money. So I have to make sure I'm still staying in my means and I'm still building. So the most important thing for me right now is to spend money on the things that are vital, like the training. I'm spending so much money on the training. So that's number one. Who am I following? Who am I going to give money to get me to where I want to go, right? And that is not cheap. The bigger you get, the more expensive the training gets, guys. So be ready for that. If you're not feeling that yet, it's coming. If you want to get to the next level, you got to pay for it. Okay? You can learn it on your own and you can take a million years, or you can pay someone to teach you and you can like totally collapse time frames, right? It's amazing. So that's been fun to watch myself go through that. You just literally feel like I'm watching myself from the outside in because this is going so quickly that I can see it happening. I can see it unraveling. It's been so fun. Okay. So always, always, always the education is first. Then your infrastructure. I have so many new sites that I belong to. So many new, oh my gosh, so many new online things that I have to subscribe to make things work properly. And that is more important than a background right now, right? The infrastructure. So if that's not working properly, if you're not interacting with people properly and getting back with people properly, that's going to slow things down, right? So the background is last. But I want to figure this out, right? I have this really cute let's go party pink neon sign that I want to hang up. Because that's what my artificial intelligence brand has become. Pink, neon pink like Barbie. And it's totally me. Let's go party. So I want that kind of a background, but I don't know if I know even how to put it together or what I want to do to put it together. And then this is just my dining room. I sit in my dining room at my kitchen table because I have this beautiful new kitchen table that I love. And this is where I sit every day and I look out at the water in the backyard because it's beautiful. So I think I may need to change this up if I want to get to the next level. Like I really want to get a stand-up desk, a cooler microphone setup so I don't have to lean over. It'll be up. I wonder if I can make this longer. But it all takes time and money. So it's important not to get distracted on little details that will take you tons of time and they're really not essential to your forward progress. Now, environment is everything. I will preach to the day I die. If your environment isn't working for you, you got to change it. One of the girls that I'm going through one of my coaching courses with, she just had to move back in with her family, with her mother, and there's quite a few people there. And it's really distracting for her. She's staying in her mother's office and she had to clean the office out so she could even fit into it. And it's been really distracting for her. I feel so bad for her. But my advice to her was, you don't have any financial obligations anymore because you're living with your mother. So make it comfortable and just stay focused and just get on it. Protect your brain, protect your heart, protect where you're going, but just get to work. And I had one of my mentees maybe 2 years ago. She graduated from college and really she had one more, well, she sort of graduated. She had one more test she had to retake. She took the final and didn't pass it. So she had to wait like another 6 months or a year to take it again. And so she didn't really have a job yet because she was going into, well, she was a real estate agent while she was in college, which really impressed me because that's not easy, you guys. But she hadn't done enough in her real estate business to be out on her own yet, which I get it. If you're in college and you're building your real estate business, that's tough. But if you're listening to me and you're in college, don't digest that, okay? It's not tough, but it is. School is a big job. Plus, I don't know if I don't think she had a part time job, but she had a lot going on. But she didn't have a big person job, and she hadn't done enough in her real estate business for it to support her. So she had to move back home, which she was so not excited about. Her parents are amazing, but a little bit, in her business, because that's what parents do when they love you. So it was hard for her. She would call me crying, like, I can't get into this. It's so distracting here. And people want to hang out with me and they want to tell me things. And her parents didn't want her to be in real estate. She was getting her teaching degree and her parents were teachers and they really wanted her to be a teacher as well. And I get that. That happens a lot. But it was really hard for her. It's like she took 10 steps back as soon as she moved home because the environment was not conducive to what she was trying to do. So I'm all about environment. So I would say that's one of the first things you need to fix too. And if you're in a bad environment, how can you make it a good environment? Right? Can you set up a little space for yourself? Can you go sit in a closet? Like if you have to go work in a closet for a little while, so be it. Because here's the thing, it's temporary, hopefully, right? If you get on it and you get focused, and we'll talk about time blocking and how to really set up if you have a big project to do or even just anything, your daily task. You can say, I'm going to work on this for 30 minutes and I am not looking at my phone. I am not checking my email. I am not going to get a cup of coffee. I am here in this seat for 30 minutes and I'm focused, right? If you can do that, if you've got your environment right and you can do that, you'll be out of that bad environment in no time. But you have to remove yourself. You have to remind yourself this is only temporary. Like my background, it's only temporary. It's going to get changed. And you guys are going to see me with the coolest background ever. I'm going to have it so cool that people will want to buy it. And I'll put a price tag on my background, right? It's coming. It's all coming. And I think that's what helps you move forward too. When you just know, I totally know this is coming. Like I'm arriving at the station, you guys, because I've been doing the things. I've been doing the steps. I'm not getting distracted. I'm putting some things on hold, but it's not for forever. Here's another story. So when my daughter was born, I wanted to stay home with her, and I did, but we were not making enough money for me to do that. I was married and it was hard. So I needed something, but we didn't even have internet back then. I think we had dial-up, and I don't even know why I even used dial-up. Like, what did I even have as a stay-at-home mom that I would need to have an email or anything? I just don't even remember. But I remember the dial-up. But I needed something else that I could do to bring in money, and I joined Amway. And this is probably the best thing I could have ever done for myself. I learned so many good business skills when I joined that. So anyway, one of the things they preached was you're going to miss birthdays, you're going to miss weddings, you're going to miss all sorts of events, but it's only temporary. So don't worry. You'll miss it this time, but next time you'll be running the show because you were building your business, right? The only problem was I stunk at that business. I just could not get anyone to do it with me. I did sign up a couple people, but they just never stuck around. I was horrible at it. but I didn't have I wanted to be in it. I wanted it so badly that I just totally sold out to it. It just wasn't the right avenue for me. And it took me 6 years to figure that out. 6 years and a lot of conventions to figure that out. So I don't know if I would have done that different today. I probably wouldn't have stuck around as long, but I learned so much. Ooh, I learned what commitment was. I learned family. I learned how to run a business. So I can't have any regrets of that. Just maybe I should have left sooner. But anyway. So even with that, I had no money, but we bought the products every month so we could stay active. You had to buy so much merchandise every month to stay active. So we were, we bought the essentials, toilet paper, toothpaste, all of the everyday essentials. And it's such a great concept, you guys. You buy your essentials every month and everyone on your team does the same. And there's so much money in that. It's a great concept. I wish I would have come up with it, but that's not my thing. So anyway, even then, there were so many things that I wanted to help me grow my business, but the most important thing for that was for me to be calling people, talking to people, meeting people to show them the business. And that doesn't take flashy tools, right? I do have this microphone. One of my former virtual assistants told me I needed one, and I thought it was silly, but now I love this thing. And I know this isn't the best microphone on the market, but for now, this is what I have. And I love it. And someday I'll get an even cooler one that will have my logo on it. I saw that yesterday. Someone had their logo on their microphone, and I want that. The guy with the cool background. He had that. And so it's coming. It's on my list of things that I want to do. But if I start building a really cool background, it's going to distract me right now. And I don't need that distraction, right? My cool background is not going to make me a millionaire. I don't think. I don't know if I would have looked at the gentleman differently if he had a background like mine. I don't know. But I sure, image is everything though, you guys. Image is everything. So I don't know, maybe I'll work on it this weekend. But it's fine for now. We'll see. Anyway, it's important as a business owner and an entrepreneur to know what you really need to be focused on. And sometimes you need a coach to help you with that. And don't be sneaking around your coach. But you also have to know when to say when to a coach. There is a point that you will outgrow your coach. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That means it's working. So what do you really need in real estate to get started? You need a cell phone. You need a laptop. And it has to work, right? Clean it up. I have probably gone through only 3 laptops in the past 20 years. Only 3. I have a MacBook Air right now, and I love it, but they're a little expensive. So if you can get by with a laptop that's $200 or $300, do it. Do it. That's not the most important thing. I swear by my iPhone, but you don't need an iPhone. But if you can get one, there's so many good deals out there. If you can get a good deal on your iPhone, like this is free. It's a 13 or 14, and it works great, and it's free. I don't pay for this thing. So be creative to get the good stuff, right? I do think you need a good cell phone, and I do think you need a decent laptop. I'm recording this on my laptop right now. So it's important. And if you have your phone and your laptop, you can work from anywhere. And that's important too in this day and age. I want you to be thinking about setting up your business so you can be anywhere and it still grows. So that's a big deal too. Okay. And that might not be a big deal now, but it will be in the future. Okay? You're going to want to move. You're going to want to do other things. if you're a big thinker. Maybe you're not. Maybe you know you're going to be in your town for the rest of your life. And if that's you, that's fine. But I'm talking to the big entrepreneurs, the people that want to build something big, the people that want to leave a legacy. You have to be able to move. So as you're putting your business together, be thinking about that. Am I going to be able to move with it like this? Am I going to be able to give this to someone else to do when I leave? Okay. That's growing. That's when it gets super exciting. When I was able to leave Michigan because I had someone there that could be my body for me, that was so exciting. I loved her. She was amazing. She was me when I was in Florida. It was great. And she loved it because she was making money and I was making money. So keep that in the back of your mind. If you want to grow a legacy and something big, just keep that in the back of your mind, that that's something that will come. It's important. What else do you need? You should probably have a car. I've never lived in a place where you don't need a car to sell real estate, but maybe in the bigger cities you don't. Then you're going to be, probably in New York, you can go a block and sell enough real estate to not leave that block. So that's different. But you need a car. I've always had a car since I've been in real estate. Thank goodness. You have to be able to get in that car and go show that home at the last minute. But no, you don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll talk about that another day. What else do you need? A pen. You can get free pens from your title company or your lender. They're always giving out free pens. Take them. Right? Then you don't have to buy pens. Okay? You need business cards. Some companies will give them to you for free. My company gives you 2,000 business cards when you get started for free. Some companies will give you signs. You don't need to buy signs until you have a listing. So maybe you can buy one up front, but you don't have to. It could be a year before you get your first listing. Or if you get in there and get to work, maybe you'll need it in a week. But there's plenty of places around your home that you can go order a sign and pick it up the next day. So you don't need that from day one. And I would say books. You need books. You need books. But why can't I think of what it's called? I'm looking. Audible, it's like $13 a month and I get a free book every month. So I right now have a wish list of about 20 books waiting for me to be ready to listen to them. Right now, listening to Russell Brunson like crazy. He's my world right now, teaching me. So a way to read books. If you like paperbacks, that's fine too. But books, I would say, are important in the beginning. Okay? Man, I don't even know how I would go to some office right now. That would drive me insane. I like to be home alone now. But in the beginning, I wanted to be in an office because I didn't think I would be good at working at home by myself. But as you grow your business, you'll want to be alone because then people aren't bothering you and asking you questions. You become the mentor. As you grow your business, you become the mentor and everybody wants your time, which is cool, but it's too distracting. So really, I can't think of anything else you need except your uniform. So my best friend Sylvia Dana and I always make fun of each other because we, especially when we first started with eXp Realty, we were so broke. But each had a couple specific outfits that we would wear. And that was our work uniform because they were cute. They made us feel confident. They were professional. So we wore those same outfits all the time and we laugh at each other so much, but it didn't matter. Maybe people remembered we wore the same things, but it didn't matter because we looked good and we felt confident and that's what was important, right? So we didn't need a huge wardrobe. If you're tight on money, just get something basic. Just get, even if it's a pair of jeans and a nice shirt and some cool shoes. You can find cool shoes for a low price all over the place now, right? Get creative. If your outfit is bland, just go find a cool pair of shoes and put those on. And man, I'll tell you what, my shoes get me so much attention. My yeller sunglasses, those were $12, but I get so much attention from those, right? Or a cool bag, cool purse. You get so much attention, and people don't know how much, some people do know how much you spent, but if it's cool looking, who cares? Who cares? Don't get caught up in flashy, because it goes back to setting up your base. What's your base? If you get your base set up, the sky is the limit. So I hope you guys got some good stuff out of this. I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. I can't think of anything else. I've got to come up with something profound for day 5. But in the meantime, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Do the basics. Don't go crazy in all your toys and gadgets. Just be simple. Spend your money on fun things like ice cream and a glass of wine. Spend your money on things that can go back into your business. Spend your money on things that will give you a bigger belief in yourself first. Do things for you and yourself first. Your mind, your mindset, that's first. Okay? So everyone go have a big day. I hope you sell something super expensive today so you can enjoy it. Go be amazing, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.